Hello there, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, I'm Giselle and I love posting fashion, beauty, and lifestyle videos here on YouTube. And today I'm very excited to be doing this video. It has been a year and a half in the making. And this is my updated BÉIS Work Tote review. So if you guys haven't seen the first one, I highly recommend you checking it out. I had just gotten it when I did the first review, so it was really like a first impressions kind of thing. This one is going to be a full-on deep dive review into the bag. Now, if you guys aren't familiar with BÉIS, quick backstory. This is a brand that has been founded by Shay Mitchell, and sort of picture of her right here. And I love the concept of this brand. It's very short and sweet and simple. She said that because her job required her to travel a lot, she always noticed that her bags didn't really quite fit what she needed. So she used to just write down like, oh, well, this bag doesn't have this. It would be great if it had this instead. And just a bunch of notes turned into a company, it turned into a brand. And I just think that is phenomenal, and I'm more than happy to support women in business. And in case you're wondering how I stumbled upon this brand, believe it or not, it wasn't through social media. I know this brand has been kind of taking over for a bit, but I stumbled upon this brand because during kind of like when COVID was starting to phase out and people were started to being asked to go back to the office, I was like, okay, well, I had just graduated college. I'd gotten a really nice promotion at work, which meant I would now be going into the corporate offices. So I'd be on the corporate side of the company now. And I really wanted a bag that kind of signified that look, right? So I was more than willing to spend on designer. In fact, I can't tell you how many designer brands I checked out before stumbling upon BÉIS. And I was just really disappointed with what I was finding. These bags were in the thousands and thousands of dollars, and a lot of them were just like a deep, just blank bag with just abyss, like no pockets, no sorting, no nothing. And I knew I needed a bag that had a laptop slot. So that was really what I was looking for, a bag that had a laptop slot. But a lot of designer bags don't have that, and if they do, the slot tends to be in the middle of the bag, so it kind of turns out to be like a divider, and that really ruins the functionality of the bag. It kind of makes you compromise on space, and I was like, I'm not spending thousands and thousands of dollars on a bag where I have to compromise anything. So I was literally Googling like best bags for work, best bags to take to the office, best bags for commuting, best bags for traveling. And I was just reading all these articles over and over again from different news outlets and magazines and blogs. I was just reading. And finally, one of those companies, I should say, listed BÉIS as a good resource or alternative to high-end bags. So there I was clicking and stumbling upon BÉIS, and I was like, oh my god, like this brand, one, it's not designer, it's incredibly friendly in pricing. And I was like, this bag, but I was like, this brand has a lot of things that I haven't seen in other company bags. So then I stumbled across the Work Tote, which back when I stumbled upon it, which I can't even believe was a year and a half ago, this bag was the only version of this bag, okay? So this bag was called the Work Tote back then. Now it's called the large Work Tote, okay? Now they have two sizes, which if you saw the thumbnail, I purchased another version of the Work Tote, and I cannot wait to talk to you guys about it. But let's stick with the original first, okay? So here she is. This is the original Work Tote. I got it in the black crock style. It's called the large Work Tote now, but I love this bag. Now, if you guys saw my previous review, you would have known that I mentioned that I came with like a dent I don't know if you can see it on, yeah, you can see it. So there it is, the dent. I also mentioned that I needed the bag like immediately, so I had no chance to call customer service and ask for a different bag or anything like that. I thought that using it would kind of like get that to rub out. It didn't. It still has the dent, but honestly, no one's ever said anything. No one's ever asked me like, yo, is your bag dented? Like, I've never had anyone say that to me. And funny enough, a lot of girls in the office recognized this bag. They knew what it was. And those who didn't asked me about it. So it definitely makes an amazing first impression wearing this bag. It doesn't look cheap. It doesn't look like something that you got at a discount. It's a very, very good looking bag. The Crock actually adds a slight elevation to the regular, but if you're not looking for a design, they do have plain black on the website. I love Crock, especially in black. I think it's just like so good. So I went with this one. Now, if you were to ask me a year ago, was I expecting this bag to pretty much look the same, look brand new, and hold up as well as it has, I honestly would have said no, just because of the price point. I think I only paid, there was like a coupon the day that I ordered it, and I think I only paid like $130 for this bag, and it literally looks brand new. There's no scuffing on it, and let me tell you, I live in New York City. So believe that I use this bag on the subway, okay? Believe that this bag has bumped into everybody and anybody. I've also traveled with this bag. I've used it as my carry-on bag. I've also used it as my purse at the airport so that I don't have to check in a luggage. So it's just my carry-on and this. And it's just been phenomenal. It's gone through everything that you can think of. The straps here look great. There's no tearing on them. There's no wear and tear on the straps up here either, which you see with a lot of expensive bags quickly. I haven't seen that with this at all. And let me tell you, one of my favorite features of this bag is that it comes with a crossbody strap. And the crossbody strap is so comfortable. Like, you just, and there she is. You can adjust it to any length that you want. I adore this bag with my whole heart. And another great feature in this bag that a lot of designer bags don't have is this little strap right here that comes with a hook. And this is for your keys. Now, I mentioned this in my last base video. The one thing that I absolutely hate is watching people dig in their bags trying to find something. I hate when big bags turn into this like black abyss, like this just black hole and you can't find anything. My mom, I grew up watching my mom just dig through her bags all the time. And it's one of those like, it makes me twitch. Like, I hate it. I hate seeing that. So I like bags that have a lot of organizational features. I like bags where if I want to insert some kind of organizational feature, I can. And I have to tell you guys, this bag, not only does it have slots for you to organize, it has two big slots. I have two cell phones because I have a work phone. So I can have each phone in its own slot. I can have a bunch of pens in here just hanging off. It also, another favorite feature of mine is that the laptop pouch in this bag is against the back here. So it's against the back that goes against your body. So your bag and your laptop are just super, super protected because it's holding against you. It's not on the other side. And there's more than enough space for any size laptop to fit here because it's like the whole pocket back here. And it's padded. So you don't have to worry about your bag getting smushed or your laptop getting pressed against. It's just phenomenal. Like, the attention to detail in this bag for the price point is beyond me. I think Shay did an amazing, amazing job with this bag. I would highly, highly recommend this to anybody that's looking for a work tote, looking for like a bag that's an all-in-one where you don't have to sacrifice style and functionality. I absolutely love this bag. And it also comes Let me see, is it in here? It also comes with an additional bag inside that's removable. Honestly, I didn't really use it. I thought I would get a lot more use out of this. It's a plain leather bag. It has the BÉIS logo on it. I thought I would get a lot of use of this. I honestly don't use this. I was thinking of actually just leaving it at work with like little knickknacks and essentials that I use, but if you need like an extra bag for organization, it comes with one, and it has these clips so that you can clip it inside of the bag and you don't have to worry about it flying all over the place. What else do I love about this bag? Oh, okay. So one of my favorite features about this bag is that this back side here, you can use it for travel. So it has a zipper underneath. So you can open the zipper and then you can slide this through the carry-on, and this rolls on top of the carry-on, and it's so nice. Like, you feel so put together at the airport when you can use that feature. I can't even begin to tell you guys. But if you don't want to use that, you can keep it closed, and it's an extra pocket in the back. And what I like to do, I have a little pocket here as well. I tend to keep my Metro card in here so that it's against my body. I don't have to worry about anyone pickpocketing me on the subway. And when I need it, I just turn my bag out a little bit, unzip, get it, swipe, put it back in, and I don't have to worry about where my Metro card is. So that's one of my all-time favorite features about this bag. Honestly, I can't even rave enough about it. I was so pleasantly surprised with how much use I've gotten out of this bag. It's really, really reliable, durable. I'm telling you, like, it's still black. The color hasn't come off, like nothing. I can't say one bad thing about this bag. The only thing that I will say that's not necessarily bad, but it is relative to your size, is that, which is why they launched a smaller version of this bag. For some people, it may be too big, okay? For reference, I'm 5'8", so when I use this bag as a crossbody, it hangs at a good distance, right? It hangs at a good side. If I need to open the bag, I can, and it's functional, right? The only thing with this bag is that because it's so big, it's very easy for you to get carried away with this bag, and it does get heavy very fast. So to give you guys an idea, and here, especially during the winter, I tend to use this bag a little more just because I carry a sweater with me, or sometimes I carry a blazer with me. Shoes, sometimes I'm switching shoes at the office. Shoes fit in here, a whole suit fits in here, a bottle of water fits in here, umbrellas, laptops. Like, if you're traveling, this can full on be your purse. That's what I did when I had to go see my mom after surgery. I emptied out my everyday purse. I put it in here along with like clothes and shoes and all things like that. And I took that with my carry-on. And I had no problem because I didn't have to check anything in. So I was in and out of the airport in just like, I'm telling you, I love this bag. But if you are short, or if you are thin, if you're like too thin, you may not like this bag. It is big and clunky, and it's just, it takes a little getting used to, this bag. It's not one of those that you put it on and you're like, I love it. No, you are gonna have to grow to love this bag. Even if you like big bags, this one, because of the structure of it, it's hard. I don't want to say that it's cardboard, but it does give off that vibe of like cardboard. So if you aren't familiar to that kind of material or structure, it's gonna feel clunky. It's gonna feel like it's just weird to carry. That goes away very quickly. I got used to this bag, I want to say in maybe like a week after wearing it every day to go to the office. And one thing that I loved about it, because of the size, especially on the subway, it's very good at keeping people at like an arm's distance from you. Especially during rush hour. That was one thing that I loved about this bag. When I sat on the train, I would lay it down flat like this, so it created enough space so that people weren't like falling on me on the train. So think about it before you get it. I think it's phenomenal. I don't regret this purchase at all. I love this bag so much that I actually got a smaller version of it when I could have got any other bag on the website. So let's go ahead and move on to the other work tote that I got. Alrighty, so now that I've covered pretty much everything that I love about the bag and a little hiccup or two that I don't like about it, let me show you the newest addition to my work tote collection, I should say at this point. Here she is. So let me just show you guys. Oh my god, I was holding it backwards. Here she is. I absolutely love this print. So let me show you guys the difference in sizing, okay? So this is the large work tote. This is the regular sized work tote for reference. So there's definitely a big size difference. It's a lot more manageable for every day. So if you're looking for a bag for every day, you may want to get this one first. If you don't own any BÉIS bags, any work tote bags, I would probably recommend you go with this one first, just because it's definitely more of an everyday bag. It's a little easier to manage, and when you fill it up, it doesn't feel heavy, you know, like as opposed to the large work tote. As soon as you fill it up, you're like, oh my god, like, this bag is heavy. This one, not so much. You don't get that feel. Now, if you're wondering about this color, this is the plaid print. I will say with this one, I'm a little disappointed because it's not a print. It's like cloth that's sewn onto the whatever they use to create the hard structure for this bag. So depending on how you fill it up, sometimes you'll see like an air bubble. Like, let me see if I can show you guys. Like, you see right here, you see how the fabric is like moving. I hope you guys can see that. Like, you see how it's filling up with like a little bit of air. Oh, you saw that? Let me do it again. Yeah, I hope you saw that. That is my one disappointment with this bag, because I've had a few instances where I fill it up to the rim, and because it's not a print, it's like cloth, it like gets a little wonky and it doesn't make the bag look nice. So if you're looking at this bag, I wouldn't necessarily recommend the plaid unless you're like me, and it would be like an amazing addition to your bag collection. I got this because I thought it would look lovely against all my coats and my work suits, because I tend to wear everything neutral. So I thought this would just be a really, really nice addition and a little different from everything else that I have. That's why I went for this. But had I known that it was fabric, I don't think I would have gotten it, just because this one is a little more expensive. I think they charge, it's like an additional $20 for this print alone. And considering that it's just fabric, honestly, I don't think it's worth it in this color. That being said, it is stunning. Like, this feels like I'm holding a Burberry bag, and I love the look of it, so that's why I kept it. And aside from that, I'm obsessed with this bag. So let me show you guys. This also has the very same features that the large work tote has, right down to when you turn it around. I will say they made an improvement to this backside. It's a lot bigger. So it's like a full-on pocket. It's not thin and long. It's more of like a bigger rectangle. So when you open it, you have a lot more room to turn it into like a carry-on. And the pocket right here is a lot bigger in case you need to put some kind of everyday item in here. But other than that, they come with all the same functions, which I very, very much appreciate. That even though they downsized it, they kept everything the same. So you still get your crossbody strap, which to me is like a lifesaver. I'm a huge crossbody gal. I cannot imagine having a bag that's not a crossbody unless it's like for a special occasion. So let me show you guys what this looks like so that you guys have an idea. I hope you guys can see. So it's a lot more size friendly, holding it against my body. It feels so light. I love it. I love how comfortable it is. The strap itself doesn't bother me at all because it comes with like a little padding that's just like beyond phenomenal. And I would say the biggest difference too is the extra pouch that comes inside. This one is different. This pouch actually feels a lot more, the quality is so much better than the one in the large work tote. So this one, it's like a soft leather. This one actually looks like it could be some kind of handbag if you were to attach a strap to it. So this is another bag that I may use just to put extra knickknacks in, but this bag would be nice to have it out on your desk or just keep things at work too. Like, I think this bag actually looks very nice for something like that. And I very much appreciate that they upgraded the quality of the material for this bag. Another thing that I really like about this bag is the laptop pocket. So with the large work tote, the laptop pocket is pretty much the entire back area of the bag. So it's great because you can fit anything in there. Like, usually I'll put my laptop in there, like the charger goes in that same slot, and sometimes like a notebook or something if I need to have everything in one spot. With this one though, I like that the laptop size, it's like perfect. I think it's about 15 or 16 inches. So when I put my laptop in here, it does fit the entire back area, but it fits nice and snug. So there's no moving around in here. There's no like trying to fill in the space to keep it tight. It's just nice and snug, and I don't have to worry about it kind of like sliding around in there. But with that said, because this bag is so much smaller, you do sacrifice a lot of space. So in this one, I can't fit a lot of stuff. I've tried. So in this one, really, if I put in a pair of shoes, I could probably fit maybe like a folded up blazer, and that's about it, to give you guys an idea. Or if I put in like a folded up blazer, I could probably fit maybe, what else have I fit in here? Oh, like some kind of like makeup bag and things like that. But this bag, it fills up quick. It doesn't feel heavy. The other one, you can fill it and fill it and fill it, but it feels super, super heavy. Now, another awesome thing that I love about both of these bags, they both have these features, is that on the sides, you get these pockets. So one has a zipper and the other one doesn't. So I like to use these bags to stuff anything that doesn't fit here that I wouldn't mind for it being seen. So like the other day, it was raining and I was like, I don't want to put my umbrella inside my bag because once it gets wet, it's just going to be a hot mess. So what I did, I put my umbrella in the side that doesn't have the zipper, and it fit in there perfectly. Just like that, nice and snug. And then on this side, because I like having water with me a lot, I was able to just fit a bottle of water in there nice and tight. So that's what I like using the outside bags for. A lot of times, sometimes I'll slip anything else that I need handy, but I just wanted to give you guys an idea of like the amount of space that you get. So with both of these bags, you're not giving up any kind of functionality. You're not sacrificing functionality with these bags. And I think for the price point, they're so very much worth it. Now I will say, I think I ended up paying more for this bag than I did for the large work tote, and that's even with a discount. But with that said, the brand was definitely in a different place. They were launching new items when I got this bag, and now that I got this one, they're a lot more settled. People are super aware of them now, and they're in a different just area of business. So I have to say, if you have been curious about these bags, don't be afraid to pull the trigger. They're so worth it. And even doesn't matter what size you get, I think it's well worth the money that you're paying. I'm a little nervous with this bag, I'll say, because since it's fabric, I don't know how it's gonna look once it starts looking a little dirty. I don't know how it's gonna look like if I get a stain on it or something like that. So that's the one thing about this bag. I don't know if it was in the description and I just didn't realize it, but I really wish that I would have known that this was fabric and not like a print. because I definitely would have gone for the brown mahogany in this bag size instead, but I somehow don't regret my purchase. I'm so happy that I got this bag. I can't wait to style it now in the spring. I have all these ideas for looks that I want to do using this bag. So it's coming. A lot is coming. But if you guys have these bags, let me know. Let me know what your experience has been with them. If you guys have any questions on this bag, please, please, please let me know. I'd be more than happy to answer any of them. And if you're interested in picking one of these up, if you download the app and you make your first purchase in the app, you get 20% off. That's how I got 20% off this one when I ordered it. So definitely keep an eye out for that, because I know if you reach out to customer service, I remember I did, just asking if they had any promo codes. They told me no, they didn't mention the app. So I don't know if maybe the associate just wasn't aware of that or what. But when I downloaded the app, they had a promo running on the app that if you made your first purchase, you got 20% off. I believe the code is app20. If that's what it is, I'll go ahead and link it down below for you guys so you don't forget. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm so happy that I got to do this updated review for the bags, because I know that some of you have been asking for it. So here she is. More than happy to have bought them both. Here they are next to each other, side by side, for reference. Highly recommend both. Now, if you were to ask me which bag do I prefer overall, I would honestly probably say the large work tote, because it's a lot more versatile and you can do a lot more with it, like travel. This one I wouldn't say is a good travel bag because it's just too small, so you can't really use it for multiple functions. But if you're someone that's just looking for an everyday bag and you don't need all the extra versatility, go for this one. So there really is no right or wrong. It just depends on how much you want to do with the bags. I know that I'm definitely going to be picking up some of their luggage, because their luggage looks phenomenal and I haven't seen anyone complain about their luggage at all. So if I do, I will definitely do an unboxing for that. But in the meantime, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know it's been a while in the making, but here she is. And again, if you have any questions, please feel free to let me know down below. And if you have these bags, also let me know what your experience has been like. I'm always curious to see if everyone else is having the same kind of experience as I have. So thank you so much for watching. I can't wait to see you guys in the next video. But in the meantime, take care, stay safe, and I will see you soon. Bye.